Hoveland Radio, oh wait. Hoveland on the radio. Hoveland Radio, oh wait. Listen to our radio show. Hi, welcome to Hoveland Radio. I'm James, and as usual, I'm stuck here with Adam.
Well, you shouldn't frame it like that.
Well, I am stuck here. I'm in the corner, and I can't get past you.
We left the door open this time. You could... Well, it's okay, but it's your fault you can't get past. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so...
There's room behind me for any kind of normal person, is what I'm saying.
So I'm a little bit on the hefty side.
Yeah.
The ladies kind of like it when you're a little soft. You're a little comfortable.
You keep telling yourself that. Because I don't think anyone else is.
It's true. With this long, flowing mane, and this nice, gentle, soft body, I'm like a teddy bear.
So
they can't resist me.
And this is a very exciting episode of Hoveland Radio because we're actually bringing back some of our most popular things that we used to do, like segments and stuff. And we're bringing first this
the radio's back, or the news is back on the radio.
We're doing news again. James has his news, and I have my more credible news.
Yours is made up fake news.
It's not made up. All right, I'm the official news liaison for the Manatee, and
okay,
I haven't.
It's satire.
Yes, it's satire. That's fine, but it's still real news. Okay?
No, it's not.
All right, whatever. Don't get into it until we read the story. Then you can judge the story. You can't just you do that. You judge a book by its cover.
I haven't even seen the cover. I'm judging it by its content.
Yeah, but you can't get at the content without seeing the cover. All right? So you're just judging it by that. That's what I'm saying.
What if you're blind and you're using a Braille book? They don't really have pictures on the cover.
Well, you can still feel them out. Some covers are bumpy. That's probably the kind that most people who are blind buy. Bumpy cover ones so they know what's on the cover. Otherwise, how are they ever going to know there's Braille inside of it or anything that pertains to them in any way? Think about what you're saying.
The Braille writing on the cover. That's the bumpy parts on the cover of a Braille book.
Well, okay, so you're saying
is the title of the book.
They wouldn't appreciate having the image bumped out so they could feel what they're looking at, too?
They might, but I don't think they do that.
Okay, well, then that's a good idea for me to patent.
Yeah, get to work on that. Start writing your first Braille novel.
I'm not going to write it. I'm going to sell the idea for somebody else. It'll be a very quick thing to do, and I'll make millions. That's how the world works.
I don't see that happening.
Okay, so back to the news that we're doing. Whose news is going first?
Coin toss?
Yeah, I'll do a coin toss. I don't have any coins.
I think I have one.
Let me toss it.
No.
Just let me toss it.
No, because you'll keep it.
No, I won't. I'll give it back. Maybe, you know how a traditional coin toss works? Is where one of us says which one we pick. You're just tossing.
Well, you got to call it in the air.
Tails. It's always tails. Just always
tails.
Every time.
Damn it, you go first.
All right, so first of all, this is from the Manatee News. And I can't open the links on this computer. I don't have the internet on it. Oh, wait.
You don't have the internet on.
I got it going. Okay. I had it stored. So this is from the Manatee. It's written by Shauna Chase, and this is some pretty credible stuff. Sackville, which everybody knows. That's a worse name for a city.
Yeah,
like, what does that make
pretty bad name, yeah.
What does that make you think of? What kind of positive things are called sacks? Nothing.
I have a positive sack.
Yeah, but it's derogatory. They won't let you talk about it on the radio or television.
Unfortunately,
but
no.
These people have named
we're on after 9 weekend.
These people named their whole ville after it. So now they've changed it. They're going to be rebranding to New Venice. And this is important for them because you know what Venice is?
It's a nice city in Italy.
You know what's like it's
not Sackville.
Yeah, but okay, do you know what's Venice in Italy is popular for?
What?
It's all flooded. And what's Sackville? It's all flooded. But the difference is people love to go to Venice, but nobody's going to Sackville, and it's all because of the name. So, I mean,
it has nothing to do with the name.
They could have come up with their own name. I got to fault them for that. They are just copying.
So the Manatee, satire.
It's
the use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity.
Yes.
Or vices.
Okay, see, and this covers all that. What I'm saying is...
they're using it to expose your stupidity.
I know what satire is. It's regular news that's a little bit funny, and it exposes idiots.
No.
And that's
it's clearly exposing you as an idiot.
No.
Because only idiots believe satire.
Sackville's getting rebranded to New Venice, and you're just going to have to learn to live with it, okay?
Well, you find New Venice on a map and you go there.
Nobody's going to go to Reversing Falls for tourism anymore. They're going to go to New Venice because it's...
But we're the only place that has falls that reverse. Except for there is Reversed Falls, Newfoundland.
Yeah, but then we got that big...
But theirs is more just a swirly...
But then we have that
body
big
of
factory
water.
there. People don't like looking at that factory. They've told me.
Well,
They said these are great falls if you're looking this direction, but as soon as
Yeah.
you just turn a little bit, and it's really hard, like...
Well, that's why the observation deck is down where you can't see the factory.
Yeah, but it's... I talked to a tour guide, and it was really hard. The tour guide for the Reversing Falls, he says what his job mostly is to keep people always looking in the opposite direction of the factory. They give him a big sign, and it's kind of got like, you know... It's like a flipboard, and there's like sexual images on it sometimes. Sometimes it's just bright colors, just things to
Is that
grab
the guy
your...
spinning the sign at the restaurant?
No, that's a separate guy, but they're all working together to keep your face pointed at the restaurant. And as soon as you go past that sign spinning guy, he shuts her down.
He just stops.
He stops right away, or he tries to stay in front of you, depending on how close to the end of the shift he is. It's a whole big mess. New Venice not going to have any of these problems. They just change the name, bam, done. What's your news? Beat that.
My news? In China, they caught a shipment of 40-year-old meat. Contraband beef.
What do you mean? Contraband?
Well, it was 40 years old, and they were
So?
selling it.
Yeah, so what? Did they put on it? It's like aged meat, right?
No, it's like rotten meat that they've
Well,
just refrozen.
You would think that, but that doesn't happen with everything, right? Because look at cheese, okay? Sometimes they have like old cheddar, and then wine, everybody knows that just gets better.
Yeah, but meat is not the same as wine.
But well, are you sure how did they keep it?
Well, they froze it, and then they shipped it in non-refrigerated trucks,
Yeah,
which thawed out the meat.
Yeah, but probably from one place to another place, there was freezers in the places, but that time in between, I mean, it doesn't, it's only a few minutes.
Yeah, no, it was great distances, enough for it to thaw out. And then, it gets bad, and plus, it's 40 years old. It was from 1975. 80 tons of 40-year-old meat. Left over from the Vietnam War. That's what this meat is.
It doesn't sound that bad to me.
Sounds terrible.
I'm pretty sure that they've preserved it properly. Otherwise, how could they possibly sell it? I think you're just trying to find the negatives. If this opportunity came to me, if it was like a good deal, I'd still buy the meat. They know what they're doing. If it was real bad, you'd be able to smell it coming.
Adam, that's not how it works. And they could smell it. When they open the trucks, they could smell the rotting meat in there.
I have a better question. How do they know how old the meat is? Did they date it? Did it have a stamp on it?
Yes. That's how they inspect meat. They stamp it when they're done inspecting.
What I think probably happened in this case, because now that I think about this for a while, that story's very unfeasible. I think what happened was they got the wrong stamp out. I think they had the stamp on the wrong date, and they stamped it wrong.
It was 40-year-old meat.
I don't think you'd ever be able to tell that. I think
It
all
was
you can go
left
by
over
is
from the
stamp
Vietnam
and
War.
How do you know that? Did it have Vietnam stamped on it? Was there
It
bullet
had
holes in it?
Vietnam product. It had Vietnam, USA stamped on it.
So, how do you know they're not cooperating on their meat?
U.S. hasn't been in Vietnam since 1975. So it was at least...
Not one farmer.
No.
You're sure of this?
Yes.
All right, well, if I could go on the internet...
Well, you can't.
Yeah, you know that, and that's why you're saying this stuff. Let's move on.
All right, yeah. So what do we have now?
Well, we have a special guest who I invited on yesterday, but now I'm not that happy with.
What?
I'm not that happy with this special guest, but we still
Is
have
this
to let
the
him
guy
on.
you're trying to get to replace me?
Yeah, well, he was supposed to replace you.
Well, I'm
let's just-
irreplaceable.
Well, you're not. We're going to
I'm
prove
fantastic.
that's not going to permanently be the case. But
Indispensable.
for now, I don't think
Irrepressible.
I would still like Thane to replace you. But I
various
don't
other
think
ibbles.
he's going to do it. Here he is, everybody. Better than James, but you're probably still going to have to look at a lot more James. It's Thane.
How's it going, everybody?
Not bad.
Howdy.
You got to put that mic right in front of your face. You'll learn. You could learn these tricks if you wanted to stick around more, but
Adam, you're not replacing me on the show. Radio or web.
So what happened yesterday? You were supposed to help us with our trailer that was going to finally, once and for all, get James out of there. Yeah, you said you would do that, and then you went home because I proposed. You were only in it for the slapstick. Stick slap. What's it called?
It's the sack stick, Adam.
Yeah, you were only in it for the sack stick.
Look, man, it is what it is. You know, I hope we're still boys. I hope we can get past this.
Well, I
Well,
need at
neither
least...
one of you went for a surgery, did you?
What?
I think that was a joke at your expense. And you're not going to be around to defend those. He's going to keep making them when you're not here.
Mostly just at you, Adam.
Well, that hurts.
Can I at least get a free sack stick out of this?
Of course.
I don't want to know what you two do in private.
I don't want James to get one.
I don't want
if
one.
If he wants one, he has to pay double or triple. And if you get him to triple, I want one of them.
I don't want any of those things.
You guys hear about that stuff in Sackville, though?
Yeah,
That's big news.
I know.
That could be big news for your sack stick.
Nothing to do with sack stick.
It's
This is an important
actually, if
thing.
anything, it's not good for sack stick when you think about it.
Mm.
Because you could have, you could have went down there. You could have had like a kind of co-branding situation.
But
going.
all these sacks in the media right now involving Sackville couldn't be bad for sack stick.
Could you change
they?
sack stick to flood stick?
Absolutely not.
It would still apply.
I think flood stick would do something different.
Mm.
I think you buy them at adult-only stores, maybe.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't get that reference.
Good. So, I had today, for the first time, I believe, in my entire adult life, BSTL.
TL. You did.
Yes.
Are you a believer?
Not in your sack stick, but it is definitely a phenomenon.
It'll
But
work. I'm getting
I-
a Kickstarter going.
I gave it a little wiggle, and it worked out.
You know, the best place for your Kickstarter would have been our channel, as you replacing James, and you could have just, been always championing the sack stick. That dream's gone now, because you're not in the trailer. The trailer's done. No,
Over with. It's
no
all
themes.
shot. It's
No
done.
themes in the trailer.
It's released. People can see it now.
So James's job is secure for another week.
I've got Rick Gold on my payroll now. I've got what I came to do, but I wouldn't mind.
How is he on your payroll?
Because he's paying me.
That's not what that means.
Yeah.
That's why he's the
You're
money
on
guy.
his payroll.
That's right. I'm not the money guy. I'm the ideas guy.
Yeah, but don't listen to him, because he's
Oh.
not a money guy either, and he could be trying to trick you into...
Neither one of you are brain guys. That's clear.
See, but we're on a different level of intelligence. than
Oh, you're
you.
definitely on a different level. Maybe around Forrest Gump's level.
You see, we can have a conversation. What do me and you do? Nothing. We argue even right now. We might be mad at each other, but we're not. We're working it out. Okay?
Well, I don't want
I'm
to work it out with you.
Yeah, well, that's probably because you don't have any like
I
free
would rather
kind of
you just.
slapsticks
I
or
would
anything
rather
that
you
I
just
can
left
get.
and I did my own show again the way it was supposed to be.
That ship sailed long ago.
I know we're stuck with that because now I'm contractually obligated to be stuck with you,
Yes,
like a Huey Lewis in the News song.
but you could leave, and you'd not be stuck with me, and it would be a win-win for everyone.
No, I can't leave either. It's in my contract.
You could just like
You're stuck with me too.
you could just accept the lawsuit as it stands.
No, I won't do that.
All right, well, let's get back to So Rick told me that the sack stick's going to be in the catalog now.
Sounds good.
Well, why don't you give a good pitch for it? Because we got all these other Rick Gold's catalogs, and he wants you to help pitch those ones too.
Pitch my sack stick?
You pitch the sack stick, and then we'll go through the catalog
Yeah.
and pick out some other ones.
Pitch the stick that's next to your sack. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's not quite it, but of course there's a slogan. We've got scents and flavors that we're going to test on some animals first. Not insects.
Animal testing?
Like bugs.
And
and
bugs
small
have
vermin.
similar bits down there to work with?
Close enough.
You got to
And
start.
how are you going to... What type of sticks are you going to use for it?
You got to start small and work your way up.
We're quantum mechanics.
Quantum mechanics sticks.
We're making very, very small sack sticks.
For very, very small sacks.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Well,
everything,
they got one for you now, Adam, I guess.
everything's got a sack, James. Maybe these aren't for people. Did you ever think of that?
Well, it's not for me, that's for sure. I just gave a little leg wiggle. Maybe some Gold Bond powder. We're good.
But Gold Bond powder doesn't have the scent that a sack stick could have. Think about
No,
it.
but if you get it in the medicated powder, it's a
We
bit
can
minty.
get...
It runs out too. That's the other thing. Gold Bond runs out. A stick's never going to run out.
We've got scents, not flavors, but we've got scents.
Why not flavors?
Because it's not that kind of product. We're trying to keep it in a family market. We can sell it in the drugstore. We got cucumber melon. Okay, we got
That's fancy.
chocolate cinnamon, like a cinnamon stick. The logos are going to be playful. They're going to
You
be fun.
can eat them too, right?
You can. It's
Why
all.
would you? Are you going to get one, use it, and then eat it?
Well, probably not that. Okay, you're right about
Not-
that. But
not
it could
in
be
that order.
It could be an either-or situation.
Well, I don't think you can eat
Yeah.
it and then use it.
No,
No.
but you could use it or eat it.
You can have the sack stick, and it can also be a snack stick.
It could be a snack stick, but I think it's one or the other. I don't think it can be both.
It comes in two. There's two in a pack. There's one for your sack,
And one for your
for a
snack.
Yeah. And then there's a third one that you like melt down into dipping stuff.
Like a fondue kind of thing?
Yeah, whatever.
Like
Whatever you
it's
want.
a snack
So-
pack stick.
So you dip your sack stick in your fondue and then you snack?
Yeah, the thing is, you just don't want to get which one's which mixed
You're
up. and then
overthinking it, James.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is a very complicated product. It appears to
not
be anyway.
All right, let's flip the page. Let's flip the page and we'll look at a different thing from the catalog, all right?
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Unique things around the house that you can't find because they make no sense. Well, they make sense, and we sell them from Rick Gold's catalog.
Traditionally, James is the one who finds which one we're going to read here.
Alright, what do we got here? We have, wasp wax.
Yeah, like, for lips, like lip balm.
Wasps don't make wax.
Tell that to Burt's Bees.
Bees do make wax.
Well, then where's this wax come from, James? Because we got a bunch of it, all right?
My guess would be melted candles would be my guess.
Well, maybe, but I doubt it. Why would wasps have candles? Look
Well-
at what their nests are made out of.
Well, on the other half of the page, there is slightly used candles.
Yeah.
In similar sense to the flavors that this
They're the same flavors.
wasp wax,
They're
yeah,
the same flavors. Yes, there's a reason for that. See,
because you melt down these half of them,
no, because
and then
okay,
make
no,
them into the wax.
No, the candles are made out of wasp wax too. But we're not allowed to say that. We're not allowed to print it because somebody else has a patent on it. It's just cheaper to make them that way, but we can't advertise it as wasp wax. Those are just half-used candles. And that's another thing. We also couldn't get the patent on just any kind of regular candle, so we have to melt them halfway, and that's where our patent lies. Non-wasp melted candles, but they are wasp.
All right. Well, how about this DIY paper fan? It's just a piece of paper with some lines on it,
Yeah.
and then a line at the bottom to tell you where to fold the end.
How do you patent something that's do-it-yourself?
Well, it's more like the instructions
You
are
can't.
The instructions are written down. No one's sued us yet, okay?
Okay.
Look, thing is, with paper fans normally, like, this is a regular piece of paper, right? And you can just think, like, look, I can't even get this part of it done. With the do-it-yourself, it's just a lot easier. They kind of write on it, like it reminds you to use scissors. It's got the lines drawn, so you
Yeah,
know.
I don't think you should be using scissors.
It's got the lines on it, so you know how to fold it. See, look at this. I can't. This is never going to work as a fan. Look,
Yeah, but anybody with half a brain
they're like
can tear a page out of the Rick Gold catalog and make themselves.
So you're proving right in front of us that you have half a brain.
I said at
People
least
with a
half
whole brain can't do it. Half brain, that's the one thing that they've got down.
Yeah, well, you've got the donkey brains.
Flip the page.
Looks all right. Well, so what do we have next? We have. I won't accept it's not saccharin. Saccharin substitute. Saccharin.
Saccharin. It ties back with the sack stick.
Yeah, and look, see, anybody can make a fan with a piece of paper.
Yeah, but it's ineffective. It's ineffective.
Small piece of paper.
It works.
It works fine. Yeah.
It's because you have half a brain.
So I can't believe it's not saccharin. Saccharin substitute.
You got any thoughts on this one? I don't know a lot about saccharin, but I can make some stuff up.
I never even knew it was a thing until 30 seconds ago.
It's a sweetener substitute. It's
Well, actually, it's
like a poor man's aspartame.
It's a substitute for a sweetener substitute.
Yeah. So it's a I
So-
can't believe it's not saccharin. So it's not really saccharin.
We were going to call it sugar thrice removed, but
So
Right.
like, what is it? Stevia?
No, so it's not sugar and it's not Splenda and it's not even saccharin.
No.
We're not sure what it is.
So mystery chemicals, lovely. It's good to know we're always on the.
well, we're not.
The up and
it's
up.
not a mystery chemical. We're not allowed to say what it is, but I'll just say this much: we grind it out of something normal that you would least suspect.
We're testing it as the sweetener in our snack sticks.
Well, remind me not to get any snack sticks too.
It's a wonderful product. It's
Yeah.
a wonderful product. Flip the page.
Yeah. Virtual pet rock.
Yeah, well, see, this is there's this new trend now where you recycle electronics. So what are we doing? We're taking all those old broken Tamagotchis because as soon as the battery dies, there's no good anymore, and we made them into pet rocks, virtual pet rocks.
So
See,
it's just a broken Tamagotchi.
Well,
Yeah, but just picture a rock on it.
yeah, that's a good idea. See, the
So
problem with
basically, if one were to be able to get their pet rock working again, they would just have a dead Tamagotchi.
You can't. We take the guts out of it just because we don't want to make children cry. Because that's the kind of company.
So
we are.
you're shipping Tamagotchi carcasses around for people to give as pets to their children.
It's a way of looking at it, I suppose.
it's the circle of life.
It's terrible. Is
That's
what
a
it
more
is.
positive way of looking at it. And you know what else too? There's also a special edition one where we put the little googly eyes right on it. They're not just a picture of the googly eyes; they're literally right on there. You can shake them and they Google. Well, they don't. They don't go on the internet, but
What if you put a little raised eyebrow on the top and called it a Pet the Rock?
well, you shouldn't have said that on the air. No, wait.
Yeah.
Let's patent that right now. Consider that patent, and next week.
That's not how patent law works.
I'm pretty sure that's how patent law works.
No, you have to go to the patent office
No.
and they give you a number.
They're listening always
I'll-
to the airways.
We'll just tell them that we already have a number, and it's like 74. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, what's this? Oversweat?
Yeah, this is a great one. It's like antiperspirant. It's just perspirant. The idea
Is that why you stink even more than usual today?
maybe it doesn't. See, the thing is, it takes a while for sweat to happen, right? And you get in situations. They say sweat's good for you, cools you down. So you drink it.
I just thought you were eating a lot of onions.
It's onion flavored. That's how it works. That's kind of what sweat smells like.
See, this is very marketable too because we can apply it to dogs who often on outings will feel like outsiders in the family because they can't have a sweat like the rest of us.
Yeah, we could just.
It still won't be able to make a dog sweat. They don't have sweat glands.
No,
Right.
this doesn't. It's over sweat. All right, it
Right.
just comes out of you. You can't. And it burns when you drink it. You don't want it in you.
So what? So it makes you sweat more, so that the sweat will evaporate faster.
Yes.
Couldn't one just take a shower or jump in the pool?
Yeah, but this is like a shower or a pool that you can take with you in a can.
So why not like a
salty
bottle
shower.
of water? It's a salty shower. That
Right. Really,
That's
it's an
another
authentic
sort of thing that you can only
feel.
find on the internet.
Well, the good thing is they're only $10 a can, and a can will last you, 3 or 4 workouts.
Oh, I don't want any of this stuff for sure.
Well, do you work out? No. So
Well, if anybody does want
I
any of
have
this
worked
stuff,
out in the past.
if anybody does want this stuff, Rick Gold has his own new Facebook page he just started, and you can go like him on Facebook and send him messages with your orders, and he will get everything in the mail.
Yeah, like our boss, Rick Gold, on Facebook. That's
This is
something
where
you all
James
should
just
do.
remembered that he's not supposed to be saying bad stuff about Rick Gold's products. Now he feels like an idiot. So zoom that camera in, Joe.
So like Adam and James' boss, Rick Gold on Facebook, my colleague, Rick Gold on Facebook.
He's your employer,
Colleague.
not a colleague. He owns you too.
We're all
You
colleagues,
could
but
probably
James.
call him Massa. I mean,
I had a
that'd be
phone
okay.
call. I had a phone call with him the other day where he said the only one of you that's not a colleague is James. And
Why would I
he's-
call him NASA?
Yeah, that's a good point.
He doesn't invest, it's nothing to do with rockets. Lost
No,
me.
okay. So let's
Hovland over and out.